Goodness, thank you.
Knock, knock. Door's locked. I'm just gonna sneak on through here. Can't steal Adam's bit. Good morning. I'm so thrilled to be covering this morning on Tina's show. And look at this. In the world's most stunning dress. This is our today's special. If you're an early birder and you didn't catch last night's launch, you are in luck because this print is still in stock. And girl, it is moving quick. We have 3 different prints for you. All 3 are heaven. They all tell completely different stories. You're going to love them. Extra small to 3X, petite and average length. I'm actually wearing the medium in the average, but guess what? This is Bachelornichka. This is those couture dresses that go for hundreds, thousands. We're getting it home for under $20. No, not $20,000, $20, girl. And I know you're going to love that you can toss it in the washing machine. But look at this gorgeous satin stretch here on the balloon sleeves. Just one little button in back, no zipping, no fussing, no mussing. It does come with a belt. I added a beaded belt just to add a little oomph. And it's the tiers, the stunning tiers. I just cannot believe we're getting this at this price tag. It absolutely deserves an extra digit. So thrilled. That will be coming up in the next hour. There's a solid pink and a solid black too. Go ahead and start checking them out. The price will go back up to 80, but today it's under 60. I have 3 hours with you. It's been some time, and I know a lot of the morning folks are there, and I've missed you, and it's so nice to be here with you again. So should we get started with our very first item of the day and start out with a bang with one of your very favorite people here at HSN? Oh, I know you're all excited to see Chad Allen. He's in the house. TV Chad. This is the rechargeable Aqua Breeze misting fan. Fair warning, last time it was here, sold out in 2 airings. 2 shows, it was gone. Lowest price ever now, and over 2 dozen 5-star reviews. What are you looking at? It's heaven. It's just heaven. You have 2 fans, they rotate, they have pretty colors, but the magic is in those 3 misters. 3 misters at the top here that are going to give you that cool, fine, dry mist. I'm telling you, you're gonna want one on either side of the bed. You can take it with you. It's completely portable. Look at this cute little leather strap. Take it camping, take it to the RV, take it to the boat, take it wherever you're outdoors. And for me, it's just literally sitting on the back porch, even sometimes in the kitchen. I don't want to be spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on my air conditioning bill. How about cooling the space with the mist and the fan? We have Chad Allen here with us. And congratulations on being able to bring back something everyone was so excited about that sold out so quickly.
Yeah, this is a great one.
It's in my cart already because I don't take chances when something's this great.
Right.
Yep.
Honestly, I have 3 at my house that we take into the balcony. They're rechargeable. You'll notice there's no cords or cables or anything. Take it wherever you want. Charge lasts about 7 hours. Lots of features built in, so if you crank it down, you can get through a whole night on the low speed, and you turn the LED lights and things off like that. When you get it home, though, remote control included, which gives you all the features in one simple place. There's a top and a bottom fan. Those both have 3 speeds. And so when you first turn it on, I don't want you to think like, oh, it's not blowing across the room. You crank it up. It goes super fast, okay? And then you have a mist button, a wheel, color wheel there for your LED lights, and then oscillation right there. So oscillation, LED lights, independently working fans. You can do 3 speeds on the top and 1 speed on the bottom. You can have 1 off, 1 on. It's up to you. There's your mist, and then there's your power. So when you have that, and maybe you lose the remote control, don't worry, all those same things are feature rich on the side of the unit. And again, I'm holding that leather strap here at the top. That's how you carry and move it around. And then if you're wondering, got a lot to say. If you're wondering where the water goes, it goes right in the top. And I'm going to show you where you do there. I choose to use ice water because of the water. The colder the water, the colder the mist, right? And so it's not going to chill your water at all. See what's going on?
Yep.
I'm filling up that.
I'm learning because I'm buying it, so I need to know. Okay.
Just filling up that ice chamber. It goes through those 3 jets and out the front. When you have mist like that, and I'll put the lid back on, which seals nice and tight.
That's great.
When you have a mist and a fan together, that's why restaurants use mist, because it cools the entire perimeter, the entire square footage of the area. You don't have to be in the breeze to be cooled down because that mist will cool the area down.
And you know the #1 most coveted thing when it gets hot, whether you're in humidity hot or dry hot, is the mist with the fan. And that's why people carry around those spray bottles that have the fans. But it's totally not, you have to keep spraying yourself. Sometimes the spray doesn't come out as a fine mist. This is brilliant. Yes, you can carry it with you. It weighs nothing. And you're telling me a 7-hour charge? Most of my portable fans, it's like 3, maybe.
Right.
So this is really impressive battery life.
Yeah, built-in lithium-ion battery. It's Bell & Howell. We can't forget the brand name. We've been around 117 years. We present products in 99 different countries, so we're a global brand. This is our feature-rich, top-of-the-line fan. I asked our buying department, who buys all of our fans here, is there, we don't have another misting fan. Like, misting is a very unique feature to see on a fan, especially in the regular people space. Like, if you're a restaurant owner, you can find a misting fan, right? If you own those outdoor activity spaces, you can find a misting fan. For regular, everyday humans, sometimes it's hard to find a misting fan. And so when I asked the buyer, I said, have you found another one? Because they see everything. And she said, yes. We offer one, but it's $149. I said, I'm sure it's worth it. But ours, at this price, with 3 misting jets, with the 2 independent fans, you combine all those things with the portability of rechargeable, because you do not have to have this plugged in, although you could leave it plugged in 24/7 if you want to.
Oh, interesting.
And then it also, with one thing I haven't said, it oscillates. And so it rotates 90 degrees back and forth. All of these ones on the table, just slowly oscillating back and forth. That means you and your entire family are cooled down.
I can feel the airflow even from here, which means you could easily have this in just one spot in the room, and you're not just bringing, it feels like an air conditioner.
Right.
It really does. It's more than just a fan circulating air. It feels like an air conditioner. And think about the amount of cash that you put out each summer, here it's 7-8 months a year because of those AC bills. This is the coolest fan you're going to find because of that technology. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of those misters at a price that's lower than we've ever had. So when those couple dozen 5-star reviews came in, and by the way, people were like, miracle product, genius product, lifesaver product, they paid $10 more than you will today. So I think if you want to be like Chad and get a couple, you will not regret it. That way you know you always have one in the car if you end up waiting in that line outside, or maybe you're going to be going and watching that game and you just can just have this little thing right there next to you on the chair, on the bleacher. If you have a backyard, if you have a balcony, if you have a front porch, if you like to garden, if you have a pet, if you have any child that likes to be outside, oh my goodness, don't let the weather dictate your life. Don't let the weather be the reason that you can't enjoy your days, whether indoor or outdoor. And by the way, no additional power bill on this because it is using that rechargeable, which I just love. So you're telling me I can adjust with this, Chad, both fans, the colors, the oscillation, and the mist, and that's it. 5 buttons and I'm done.
That's right. So 1, 2, 3 speeds on the top, 1, 2, 3 speeds on the bottom. You're in control of all that with the remote control or the side buttons. You are in control of how cold the water is that goes into the top. You can use regular tap water, or I choose to use ice water, and that's what's going underneath this lid here. Is I put the ice water in there because I want it to be as cold as possible. The leather strap, here's a user tip. If you let the strap fall in front, it might block your mist. So just make sure that leather strap is behind so your mist is blowing out and getting out into the room all the way around. The breeze of the fan will pull that mist around. It's not wet. I don't want anybody to think a misting fan is wet. It's a fine, like almost like a humidifier type of mist, so you're never gonna be worried about that. It is oscillating, you notice mine keeps moving. It's oscillating 90 degrees back and forth. And when you have mist doing that, I know we sell great fans here, and you gotta be in the breeze to get cooled down. There's just something special about in the mist, sorry, there are 3 jets. You can dial it back. It doesn't have to be that cold, because I'm getting a little chilly out here. You can go 1 jet, 2 jets, or 3 jets just by hitting that mist button.
Oh my
and so
goodness.
there's 2, 1. It's hard to see on camera, but you can dial it back to 1, 2, or 3. That's up to you. And how cold it is important, because if I got in the car,
I hear you.
I got in the car yesterday. It's at 106 degrees. Now that's your car temperature. I don't think it was actually 106
You
degrees.
could use this in the car.
Well, you can definitely take it to the
You could put it next to
tailgate.
you. You could take it next to you in the seat.
Oh, those hot bleachers.
Or the people whose AC isn't working.
The T-ball game.
Imagine,
yes.
imagine getting your AC completely fixed in your car for under $40. I'm sorry. And I want you to remember right now with our 3 Flex, this is not a layaway. For $13 and change, we're going to be shipping this to you right away, because you do have 3 months to pay for it. There is no interest on that. So for $13 and change, think about sitting there in the kitchen or in the living room, 1 fan pointed towards your face, 1 pointed towards your body. You won't have to choose. That is a comment we get a lot sometimes with our directional fans or ACs, is it's only in 1 direction. It's a little too high or a little too low. I keep it on the ground. It doesn't reach me where I'm sitting. This actually will not only reach you directionally, but also has that oscillation. I think it's brilliant. I do understand why there's one at $150. Remember, it did sell out in 2 airings last time and came back with great reviews at that higher price. Chad, quick question. I know it only takes about 3 inches by 6 inches worth of real estate on your tabletop, which is way less than the average portable cooler.
Or your desk.
Exactly. I mean, it's the size of like a stand-up phone charger. It takes very little real estate. It's so smart. But how long will the mist last once I fill it to the top? Because I know you said there's a 6 or 8 hour
Yeah, if you use all 3 jets, you're talking 4 or 5 hours, but you can keep filling it. It never needs to shut off.
5 hours worth of the mist?
Yeah, because it's just a micro mist. And so I'm not kidding.
That's very impressive.
You could fill it up a little bit higher than the fill line, but just do it to the fill line. You're going to get 4 or 5 hours, but it's not a big deal. Even if you had a bottle of water on your side table, you can just quickly add some more water, keep getting that mist if you want it at night, like if you're talking like a long time. But honestly, are you at the tailgate for 5 or 6 hours? No. Are you at the T-ball game for 5 or 6 hours, or camping? You can have this anywhere you want it. And by the way, I have that bottom fan pointed down to the table as I was just showing you that you can manipulate it, and it blew this away. It just blows my pinwheel all the way across the table. So if you're curious, look at this, how strong it is.
I mean,
I can't even keep that going.
We can show Natasha doing the beautiful
it's
80s.
now. There we go.
Yeah, sometimes I like to do my 80s hair music videos and just show everyone. And I've got a whole lot of hairspray in, ladies. I want to remind you.
Your hair is gorgeous.
You're gorgeous.
I love that haircut.
If you are one of those people who thinks about saying yes or no to an invitation, even if it's just the lunch, even if it's just spending time with someone outdoors because of that heat, and I'm speaking as myself, as a lot of people would.
Yep.
This is 3 by 6 inches. You're not asking to bring a giant unit or something you're holding in your hand. It's discreet, it's beautiful. I cannot believe that price. Remember, lowest price we've had, 13 and change to get home.
And by the time July gets here, you know what happens. Christmas trees behind us.
It's done. Well, you said that the mist lasts 4 to 5 hours. That is what sold me more than anything.
And I'm being conservative there.
Because I would have thought like 30 minutes of mist, 7 hours of battery on the fan.
That's right. And good morning to the chatters.
I'm still shopping.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
See
We
ya.
have to move forward. I want to say good morning to our chat right now. If you are in the chat, don't worry about me. I knew there was a rug there. If you are in our chat this morning, good morning, Bria, Dawn, Judy, Miguel. It's so nice to see you all. Hello, Kirk, Jonathan. It's the best chat. I mean, I met so many of my good friends here that I will carry forever through this exact morning chat. So you can join us on Facebook and chat away. I hope all of you are doing well. Are you ready for a 5 and 5? I think it's actually a 4 and 5. Let's start with this active argon. Over $100 off. I mean, really, let's not bury the lead. This is a $139 original price. Sale price right now, under $30. Getting it home for under $10 because it's free shipping and handling? Get out of town, Georgia Brown. Okay, that's wild. It will help to improve those under-eye dark circles, fine lines, wrinkles, and crow's feet, of course. Let's move to DG2. This is just like silk, the crochet lace dolman top, $10 off. Ooh, Jamie, you look so pretty in that. I love that color. Jamie is wearing what we're calling tile blue. We also have the hot pink. The daisy, you don't see a lot in this color tone. You're gonna get a beautiful close up here in a moment. How gorgeous is that? It is just like silk, but it is machine washable, extra small to 3X. This is the color that Jamie was wearing in the 1X. It's the tile blue. Stop it, stop it. Pastel purple, you cannot go wrong. Home for 13 and change on that. I'm taking her back. Look at this. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to. We only had 10 seconds, but that's the prettiest purple I ever did see. This is your white, and then of course you have your black. We love that for our weekly deal drop. Now let's go outside for a second with Sunjoe. I'm talking to my husband here. I know he's gonna love this. We love Sunjoe for all of our outdoor, all of our tools, all of our gadgets, but this one is better than ever because it is $40 off, and there are 159 five-star reviews on the Sunjoe cordless garden blower. It's basically a realigned rotor in the standard leaf blower that now can turn it 90 degrees, so you can propel air forward with more force. It's just like how a turbine engine works on an airplane. It will quickly and efficiently remove that leaves, the dirt, the debris, and even light snow. So to get one of those home for 16 and change on Flex, love that price. Those are usually like $300. My husband's gonna want that. Patricia Nash can do no wrong. Let's face it, this is her Melee leather pouch with RFID protection, which we love, so no one can scan the information on your cards. $20 off on this leather pouch. You have your black here. This is what we're calling cognac, and this is the rosewood. You can see they are all solids, but if you want her beautiful prints, and this is all part of her theming that she has lately, we also have a hobo bag that will match it. I love having the full set. This one is called Harbor Nights, and this is the Aegean Bloom. I just think she's so beautiful. I would love this one inside of the hobo bag that is this brown. Those are just so cute. By the way, size on those, 10.5 inches long with 6 inches high. If you do use this wristlet here, it is a 6-inch drop on that braided leather wristlet. All 100% leather, all day. You know we do our deep in thoughts here, but lately a turtle has made her home in my front yard. Her name is Shelly, and I thought we would go deep in thought to Shelly live. Shelly, what are you wanting to say? Shelly says, if anybody ever needs me, I'm always just 3 missed calls and 2 text messages away. Ain't that the truth, Shelly? It's so hard to get a hold of her these days. Shelly, what else are you thinking? This is live right now from my front yard garden cam, I might add. Shelly says, it's just so humiliating to make a reservation and then I show up to a restaurant and it's nearly empty. I'm surprised the hostess doesn't point and laugh when I walk through the door. Shelly, I don't think it's because the restaurant was empty. I think it's because you're a turtle. She laid eggs in my yard. I'll keep y'all up to date with Shelly. We're gonna take a break, we'll be right back.
G by Giuliana Home combines fashion and function for the home. For the woman who's vibrant, fun, and fashionable and wants her home to reflect that. It's fashion for the space you live in. Exclusively for HSN.
Ready to creatively cut loose? Stock up on oh-so-crafty essentials during National Scrapbooking Month. Indulge in next-level sewing machines, paper-perfect supplies, genius gadgets, and tools to bring your ideas to life. Plus demos, how-tos, and pro tips to fuel your next masterpiece. Fire up your imagination during our So Crafty event, Tuesday, May 13th on HSN and at hsn.com.
Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley is all about looking good and feeling good. These are the clothes I love to wear, and you will too.
Watch Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley.
Only on HSN.
Hello and welcome back. I am Natasha Lloyd. I am here with the one and only PA3. It's Amos Harp III. And we are about to jump into the #1 best MVP drain cleaning product here at HSN. Why? Oh, maybe because there's 2,658 reviews that make this a resounding customer pick. Here's the thing. We got a couple minutes and it's gonna sell out. I do not lie. We have 727 of these left, and everybody is clamoring to grab it because it does what it says it will do. You can use that one bottle for 12 different drain openers. It's going to open, it's going to clean, it's great on all of your different pipes. You're saving money, you're saving time, but what's even better, we're giving you 2 bottles. So now you're getting 2. Best part, I believe, is it free shipping and handling? Yes, I was hoping we were gonna get that.
Love it.
Home for $6 a bottle. You will never wanna be without it. Most people get it on auto ship, but we sold out of auto ship. So maybe grab a couple. 1,800 5-star reviews on this. You gotta show us how this works because it is not your everyday go to the store, grab a cleaner bottle.
Absolutely, and there is a huge sense of urgency. This is our last call. We are not gonna have this anymore after this until October. So, yeah, come on and just dive right into this. Superfast is industry leading when it comes to opening your drain lines at home. But I gotta tell you, you gotta know this. This isn't a drain opener. What it is Superfast Liquid Drain Cleaner is a drain cleaner. So what that means is it's gonna open the drain lines, but more importantly, it's gonna clean those drain lines. Look at that technology right there.
Seconds.
Think about your clogs at home. Think about the drain gases. Think about the drain odors, because Superfast Drain Cleaner is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. It breaks down all the dirt, grease, oil that's built up in the drain line. It turns it into foam. We call this saponification. That's the dynamic way that it works, by turning everything in the drain into foam. Now that foam breaks down into liquid. You give it 10 minutes, then you run hot water for up to 5 minutes. The drain line comes back squeaky clean. Every time.
Dissonance is key, yes. So this is what I would normally be using. I yelled at my husband, the sink smells, the water's not draining, it's overwhelming. He goes to the store, he gets this. We use at least a half a bottle.
Yeah, it tells you on the back of there, it says use half the bottle. We get anxious, we're at a state of panic. We end up pouring that whole bottle down the drain. Let me explain this real quick. These are highly corrosive materials. Products like these may contain acid, ammonia, animal fats, and when you pour that down the drain, 90% of the chemicals trickle, it'll ooze, it'll all creep and get past the clog, and it all ends up right here at this curve unit. You see, this curve unit is designed to hold fluids to keep odors from coming back up and permeating into your house. But the chemicals, my goodness, they're sitting there building heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain lines. You don't want these chemicals sitting in there building those kinds of heats, because inevitably what happens, it could crack your drain lines. It could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let me explain what's happening in your home today. Okay, you ready for this? I'm gonna play this animation. When you're at home, normally you're pouring things down the drain lines all the time, whether it's a room temperature or a hot temperature. But when these materials, when they go down into your drain lines, these drain lines are cool or cold, like I said. And when these materials come in contact with that pipe, it hardens and solidifies right away. So now you have a clog. Now you need a proprietary formula, something like our Superfast Drain Cleaner, that's going to break it down without producing the heat. We don't want the heat in the drain lines because we don't want a cracked drain line.
No, in fact, plumbers have said this to our hosts when we call for, just the service call costs 3 times the cost of these 12 different 24 solutions.
Service call, yes.
But they've said, whatever you do, don't use anything that you can buy over the counter. It's going to crack the pipes, whether they're ceramic or copper, any of that. You gotta use the emulsification. What's the saponification?
Saponification.
This is my professor here.
That's my girl.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about why I use saponification in a second. But look at the difference between this and what we just saw. The other one hasn't even moved yet.
So you gotta know, this Superfast Drain Cleaner has an accelerated formula. So that means it's gonna work on contact. You're not waiting 30 minutes like this one right here. This one starts to go to work in 10 seconds. Within 10 minutes, you hear the drain lines burping, you hear them gurgling, then you hear the suction sound. When something goes down, I hope my sound effects were good for you this morning.
Pretty good.
But what this is gonna do, Superfast is designed to turn last week's food into foam, last month's food into foam. Even last year's food, it turns it into foam. That's called saponification. My dad's Professor Amos, and he always taught me growing up, he said, son, above all things, I need you to get understanding. Work smarter, not harder. Let the product do the work so you don't have to. No need to grab the plunger or the snake and put any of that wear and tear on the drain lines. Just leave it sit.
And the worst part for me is learning that even when you are using your other snakes or even the other corrosive materials, what's happening is it's not fully cleaning out the drain.
No.
And all those bugs, if you've ever seen a bug crawl out of a drain,
Good
you know the
point.
trauma.
Yeah.
Those bugs go into the side lining of those pipes. They stick in there. That's where they live. And if you think, oh, I ran the water, I flushed the bug into the sewer, that's not what happens.
No.
They stay in the
they
side.
They cling on.
They cling into the side of the pipe, and the only way to really
Look at
flush
that. Come
any
here.
bugs out is this.
Yeah, them bugs, ugh.
They'll
they're
keep
so-
coming back
they
if you don't use
You
this.
can't wash them away. They get in there and they cling on. They're hanging on to something that's hard and solidified on the inside of the drain
That's right.
line. Now here, let me explain the science. If you just come in a little closer, okay, I want to explain this. When this proprietary formula comes in contact with anything oil by that's in the drain line, it turns it into foam. That's called saponification. I need you to remember that because that's the dynamic way that this works, unlike the consumer products with the acid and the ammonia and the bleach. Now you let that take place for 10 minutes. Let it break down, let it saponify. Now you're gonna run hot water, and you're gonna run hot water for up to 5 minutes. And I want you to see this. Everything's been suspended free from the inside of the drain line. It's all been broken down.
Wow.
It's all been saponified. Now you're running hot water. Give it up to 5 minutes, and everything passes through the drain line. Look at that, squeaky clean.
Bye-bye buggies.
Yeah.
Bye-bye hair. Bye-bye anything that was the house where they were living and you thought you were cleaning out that house. It was not happening. This is the big bad wolf that can finally blow down the brick.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
telling you, it's unbelievable. I want to remind you that when you see that number on the screen that says the left counter, that's it. For half the year, actually a little bit more than that. They cannot get more in stock. We had thousands that we brought, and we've sold millions over the years. Remember, we have 2,600 reviews on this, making it a 5-star, that have 5-star picks on it. It's a huge customer pick. But that number you're seeing on your screen, when it's down, it's done.
Yep.
Everyone is getting 2. Everyone's getting it
Love it.
shipped for completely free.
Love it.
And that means you're getting a bottle for one bottle, excuse me, for $6. You know what that means?
What's that mean?
50 cents a clean.
My goodness, that's
50 cents a drain.
Dirt cheap. You can't afford not to have it at this price. And remember, the sense of urgency, it is final quantities. This isn't gonna be back until October. Don't get caught with a clog and not have the solution. This is a solution, okay? This is a solution for you to get the job done. I want to dive right into this right here.
That's the buggy house.
Okay, this is where the dirtiest place in your whole house is. This is the inside of the drain line of the kitchen sink. There's over 500,000 particles of bacteria per square inch in the drain line of the kitchen sink. You gotta eliminate that. That's a food source for bugs and critters. If you're not maintaining and cleaning that, you may have an infestation down in the foundation of your drain lines, like Natasha was saying. I say that to say this. This big hunk of oil byproduct right here, look at this. Super Fast is designed to turn this into foam. And this is representing last week's food. This is representing last month's food, or even last year's food. When you get this home, don't use the whole bottle. I gotta let you know. You're gonna get up to 12 applications with this configuration. So that's 12 times you can open the drain line, and 12 times you can clean that drain line. 4 to 6 ounces is all you need down there, and look at what it does to that hardened and solidified grime. I mean, it's gonna turn it into foam. You give that 10 minutes and whoop, there it is. I thought you knew.
Tag team, back again.
Back again.
We are in the 500s now. When they're gone, they're gone.
Foam.
Free shipping. This is the first time I've been able to offer this for you at free shipping. You're not just getting the one and then we're saying if you want to grab 2, grab an extra. We are sending you both of these bottles. That's 24 unclogged drains that will come back squeaky clean. And this is going to be shipped for free.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Love it.
To have a huge customer pick, 2-pack shipped for free, knowing when they're gone, they're gone. Yep. I know we have our savvy customers today that are thanking the good Lord they woke up early.
Yeah,
because it'll be gone by the afternoon.
They're gonna be gone. Last call, and no bleach, no soap, no ammonia, no animal fats, no acid in this configuration. You'll love that. So that means it's safe for any application at home. Cast iron pipes, aluminum, galvanized steel, PVC, it's gonna clean that. Now, right here, hair is the #1 culprit to every clog you have at home. And the reason being, your drain lines are coated with the fats, the oils, the greases, very sticky in there. So you wash your pets one time, you wash your hair one time, the hair goes down to the inside of the drain line, it clings on, and then it starts to build and build and build till there's a nest of hair that's completely choking out the drain line. Wow. I say that to say this. Watch this, Natasha. I
love this one.
You're gonna love it. We have one of the only hair dissolving formulas in the country that we know of here at HSN. If you have hair in your clogs at home, pet hair, human hair, fuzz, lint, or even fur that's building up in there, look at that technology.
Wow.
That's the technology we all know and love by my dad, Professor Amos. 20 years here at HSN. I see you. I see you.
I just think it's incredible because you know the actual difference. You know that you're not just pouring soap that's going to slowly just solidify around all the buggy house, all around everything else that's causing the clogs and causing the smell. We are now just about getting into the 400s.
Oh,
remember, the item number is 230416. Our auto ship is sold out, but this is your chance. Maybe grab a couple if you have more than one sink. If you have a tub, if you have a pet, if someone shaves over the sink, if you wash makeup off into the sink, if you use that garbage disposal, whatever it may be, this is safe for all drains, anywhere, even septic tanks.
Yeah.
Look at the difference, A to B.
And you can use this any time of year. You can use this in the summer, you can use it in the spring, in the fall, in the winter. This doesn't produce heat, so your pipes aren't going from extremely cold to hot fast like these consumer products. Let me explain this. There's no job too big or too small when it comes to super fast. These drain lines right here represent the bigger drain lines that run from under your house out to the sidewalk down to the city sanitation. That means the bigger 8-inch lines, 10-inch lines, 12-inch lines. The consumer products, they tell you to pour that down there. I want to explain this here. Test tube number 2. The chemicals always go to the lowest point in your drain lines, and the chemicals are sitting there. And when they're sitting there, because of the acid and the corrosive materials, they start to build heats of up to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. That's way too hot for the drain lines. They're not bulletproof. They're not made to get that hot. Inevitably, that could crack your drain lines and cost you so much money and time.
If you're the homeowner, you don't want to be paying for any kind of repairs to drains. And if you're renting, you really don't want them to say you're responsible to the damage in the drains. So this is how you know that you're not only using something safe.
This is how we do it.
Baby, this is the we just need to stop. It is 7 a.m. and we are fully going into Montel. So what we have is 2 bottles. We see now we are just about in the 300s. We've sold well over half of what we had left just in the last 8 minutes. When they're gone, they're gone. By the way, we have a couple hundred on the line, and several people are going to be buying a few because our auto ship has been sold out. If you're sick of going to the store and using half a bottle, a whole bottle, not knowing the damage it's doing to your drains, still seeing a smell or heaven forbid a bug anywhere, wondering where are they coming from? Girl, they're coming from the drains because you're huffing and puffing and the house isn't blowing down.
That's right.
This is the way to do it.
This is the way we do it. And listen, if you have a boat, if you have an RV and you have the gray tank or the black tank, even if you don't have a clog, it's just a drain gas or a drain odor, use this. If you're just tuning in, Super Fast Drain Cleaner is designed to turn your hair into foam. It turns your food into foam. It breaks down all the dirt, grease, and oil in the drain line into foam. This is called saponification. That's the dynamic way that it works by turning everything in a drain, in the foam, excuse me.
And that's the whole point of this too. It's not about what will it work, what won't it work on, which drain, how much of it do I use? Is this the ultra fast? No, this is the one go-to no matter if it's the kitchen, if it's the bathroom, if it's the tub. And watch how it happened in seconds.
Up to 12 applications, so that's 12 times you can open the drain line. That's up to 12 times you can clean that drain line. This is a proprietary formula that's non-corrosive, so you don't have to have a clog. You can just use this for maintenancing and cleaning. Don't wait for the clog, because we say here at HSN all the time, it's not if, it's when.
That's true.
We're always going to have clogs at home. We're always going to have the stink in the sink at home. Use this to maintenance and clean those drains. It'll get the job done effectively, and it's economical because, like Natasha said, she did the math already. It's 50 cents an application. Man, come on. This is good, and this is the final quantities. Don't miss.
Remember with with free shipping here. I haven't done a show with you with free shipping in months.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't always happen.
And in about 10 seconds, we're going to be down to the 200. So if you're on the line, stay with us on the line. If you want to guarantee it and you have your fast fingers, the item number is 230416 for your 2 bottles of 32 ounces of the Professor Amos Super Fast Liquid Drain Cleaner. And watch how it happens in 3 seconds.
Here's a cleaning tip in closing here. If you at home, if you have a 2nd-story home or a 3rd-story home, you want to start upstairs, you do this at nighttime. Let the few ounces sit in the drain lines overnight. By time morning time comes, you just run that hot water for up to 5 minutes, and every drain line down below you is going to be squeaky clean.
Oh, I love you so much, man. Thank you so much. It was good having you here, dude. Okay, we are going to remind you of my dress that I am crazy about. I'd remind you of this dress every 5 seconds if I could. This is our today's special. Yes, Badgley Mishka is here at HSN. And I saw this dress from 30 feet away and I said, oh my gosh, I hope I get to wear it. When I found out it was the today's special, I was giddy. Why? It's a designer name. I mean, look, they have $20,000, $30,000 gowns out there, and you are getting one home for $20 on Flex, under $60 total. I think initially our price was going to be $80. We were able to really maneuver this down to $59 and change. That's one of the prints I love. That cream and tan zebra print is beautiful. I'm wearing the blurred floral. They all come with a matching belt. We also have a couple of beaded or leather belts for you to choose from if you'd like to, kind of play with it a little bit. By the way, no zipper, just one button. I'm wearing the medium, and we have petite lengths as well. The price is wild. I would honestly grab one print and one solid. Here we go, it's Clark's. We love our Clark's here, and we get the best prices anywhere. These are the Emily Hope Leather Wedge, $30 off. Home for 16 and change. Be Still My Beating Heart. You have 3 colors to choose from. This is our black. And if you were looking at some of our sandals we had yesterday, we had one off-white sandal, Faith, and I was like, I never get to see this color in a wedge. Here we go. How perfect is this? If you love your white sandals for spring and summer and you're looking for an upgrade and you don't want to spend $200, this is your way to grab it on that flex of 16 and change. Honestly, under 50 for Clark's is wild. And here we have our cinnamon, our last color. All of them have these beautiful cutouts. All of them have that pillowy, soft footbed. They're going to be a spa day for your feet and look great with everything. Faith Marlowe is here. She is a fashion expert and a lifestyle expert.
I love your outfit.
You know what? It's so wild when you put on certain things here and you just get compliment after compliment.
Yes, it's beautiful.
If any of you like compliments, I'd grab our today's special.
Yes, beautiful.
So
and
wedge,
I like what you said, the spa day.
It really is.
For your foot.
They're so comfortable. Everyone knows Clark's is like stepping into a memory foam pillow.
Absolutely, yeah, it is. This is our ultimate comfort technology. So it is super duper duper comfortable, super lightweight. Clark's, we're celebrating 200 years this year, so we're super excited about that. But you can see this insole, guys. It is gorgeous. And my mama always says, she's from Greenville, South Carolina, you have to have a new white shoe every year. And this is gonna be it. And it's very soft white, which I love. It's not a bright white, in-your-face white, all perforated, genuine leather through and through, the vamp, beautiful foot coverage. If you're someone that likes a little more foot coverage, you're gonna absolutely love this. But you can still see your pedicure right along the end. We have a microfiber suede lining to suck in that moisture and wick it away. Obviously, this is a sling back. If you're a woman that doesn't typically like to wear a heel, this is gonna be perfect because a wedge, girls, is the way to go. This is a faux heel, so it's lightweight. You have that beautiful flexibility at the toe, and we're looking at it on Jamie in the black.
How pretty is that? Jamie's wearing the size 10 in the black, and it's not too much of a cutout. It's enough to give you the breathability, but not look like you're saying, hey, there's all of these designs on my shoes. They're very, very thoughtfully cut out with enough breathability and enough fashion, but still enough coverage where it's appropriate, whether it's for work, a place of worship, even an evening shoe. It doesn't necessarily read day only in that black.
I totally agree. I mean, she is on with a pair of little walking shorts. So
cute.
This is a great evening. You're going on vacation or even in the afternoon, you know, with Clarks, we're all about comfort. We're a comfort line for 200 years. And it does have some gore too on that instep. We usually put gore somewhere on our Clarks shoes. So this happens to be on the side. It's always coordinating so you never see, you know, that it's sticking out. But right here on that instep. So that's really gonna move and groove. I'm holding the white again. You can see how gorgeous it is, but there's that beautiful insole that we're known for, and then that stretch. And this is what Natasha, I'm sorry.
No, my
was
family
talking-
calls me Tasha.
Oh, you do?
And they're all Southern, so you get to do it too.
Good,
Yeah.
good. I'm a Floridian, but I know I am very Southern. But
We all talk like our mamas.
growing up, my girlfriend was Natasha, and I called her Tash. I called her
love
Tash,
it.
yeah.
Well, you know, you were just showing that goring. We have it here on the strap and then also here on the base, which I love. So as you walk, I love that this is going to move with you. But for me, the real power player, it's this sole. I honestly, my fingers lose their strength before I find the base of this cushion. I mean, I'm feeling at least a 1/4 inch of just. And you know Clarks. Okay, look, these go for 100, 150, 200. The first day I brought a pair of Clarks home from HSN, my husband, who is like the most dude there is, goes, "They got Clarks there? Do they have men's?" And I said, "Not
That's
yet,
funny.
baby." I mean,
That's funny.
everybody knows that Clarks is the name in quality and in comfort. If you know you're going to have to stand, granted, there are sitting shoes that are gorgeous. These are gorgeous sitting shoes. But if you need a standing shoe that also looks gorgeous, you can't do better than Clarks. This delicious suede insole with I'm trying to get the best shot for you here. Right here, all the way through, even down to the toe. Beautiful construction. And I really think with the 5 to 10 whole and half, plus 11 and 12, medium and wide widths, which really doesn't happen with some gorgeous heels like this. Everyone is invited to the party.
Everybody's invited. This is a great dancing shoe too if you like to dance, because that wedge, you have beautiful stability of that strike there. And then there's our TPR bottom, so it's rubber, kind of what you would have on a bottom of a tennis shoe. So you've got grip in both spots. So maybe you're going to be walking around on that cruise on the deck, you know, something like that. You're going to love this stability. A beautiful shoe for a wedding, graduations, baby showers. I'm naming everything I have coming up in my life. A wedge is the way to go because it is beautiful with any type of dress or short skirts.
You're right.
Even jeans, it's super cute.
And I think you could carry both of these two colors easily into fall.
What's your favorite?
The white.
You like the white
Only
better?
because it's so seldom that you find such a perfect white shoe, and
It's so
usually
true.
we're willing to overpay for them when they're constructed so well. This one, it's close to half off. It's at least like 43, 45% off here because it is an $80 shoe, and you're getting them home for 60 and change on Flex, remember, but a Clark for under 50, that's a clearance price to me.
I love
really.
a good clearance on a buy now, wear now. Like, this is a shoe we're wearing like right now, so.
Thank you
We're already
so much,
done, I'll
babe.
be watching.
It was too fast.
Too fast.
Oh, remember, by the way, if you do grab these and you want $15 off, you can call the number on your screen and we'll give you your credit card number right over the phone. You don't have to wait for us to mail you that card. And then when you use that card for a purchase, you'll be getting $15 off the price. As well, I wanted to mention if you did grab your Clarks and you said, "Oh, I wish I had gone for the wide," or "I wish I had gone for the medium." Don't overthink it. We do free exchanges here. You can use it with your Hue, you can use it with your Clarks. We'll pay the shipping to ship back the item that you wanted to change up, and we'll pay the shipping to ship you the new size and color you prefer. So we always love that it's the easiest exchanges anywhere, and you can do that with these gorgeous Hue 2-piece, 100% cotton. See, sometimes he goes 100%. 100% cotton kimono wrap and tank set. You have 4 colors to choose from. This is what we are calling the rose. Here's the white. You cannot go wrong with this. It is absolutely a tank. You can take it off and wear the kimono separately, which I love. So it really is 2 shirts in one. So it's, you know, each one you're getting home for around $6.50 on Flex. That's our rose and white. Over here we have the navy. And what a pretty color, this really nice neutral kelp. But the most important part is 100% cotton you do not get at this price. Really a yesteryear price. We have Tanya Christensen here with us. Everyone loves Hue, extra small to 3X. They're always
love Hue.
generously
We love it.
sized, but 100% cotton
And
at
I
this
love
price.
you too. I haven't seen you in forever.
I just wanted to gush, but I'm gushing too much. I don't normally do this morning show. I'm seeing so many old friends.
It's so fun. First of all, it's Hue, a brand that's been around since the 70s, a brand that has been designed by women, for women, 100% cotton, and it's 2 pieces. That's what I love. Whenever I can get a set, I'm here for it. So first of all, you have a tank, which is bra friendly. We know how to wear a tank. It's a foundation piece. You can use it as a layering piece, or you can wear it by itself. It's starting to get steamy outside. We had mid-90s yesterday in Florida, so you can wear that tank top, wear it now, and it comes with the little wrap on top. I've chosen to wear mine open. Jamie has tied hers, so you have the little tie in the middle. You can tie that right up. Notice the length on the sleeve. I really love a lot of coverage on my upper arm. That's kind of where I have a sensitive little spot. So this will give you a lot of arm coverage. Again, you can open it up, you can tie it, you can wear them individually, you can wear them separately. This is a little bit longer than the tank, so the little wrap is a couple of inches longer than the tank top, so you can leave them both tucked out, or you can open it up. I would also, Natasha, wear this just as like a little bathing suit cover up, really.
Oh, so smart.
Throw it on top of a bathing suit while you're at the all-you-can-eat buffet on the Lido deck.
And I see the tie, but I don't even see your tie.
No,
You kind of knotted it,
I
and
just
it's
kind
so
of,
neat.
I knotted mine on the inside so they didn't hang, so it just kind of opened, and it's free, and I think that's kind of fun too. So I just took mine. If you're never gonna use them, I guess you could trim it out, but I like the versatility of being able to tie it or being able to knot it up, and you can see, so you can belt it. Well, the pants are coming up. I throw in a little belt so it's a whole outfit. But again, it's a 2-for-1. It's not attached, so you can wear them separately, individually, or as a set.
Are you wearing the bootcut denim?
I'm wearing what's coming up next.
Okay, so this looks so great on you.
Thank you.
And I know that they're 32 inches, and it looks great on you.
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Okay, I was just very impressed by how versatile that is. Let's talk about these pants that she's wearing, because I know you're going to want to get these home for under $10. Hello. This is the Hue Baby Bootcut Denim Pant. Great reviews. We have 7 colors to choose from, and the one that you're currently seeing on Jamie in the 1X is called the Acid Green. You will not be able to choose. And for getting them home for under 10, I guarantee you people are gonna buy 3 or 4. Yes. This is just what we want. We want that cotton rich, but 7% spandex with the stretch. These are the go-to. Everyone loves Hue denim, but this is like the best of the best. 32-inch inseam, but you can see Tanya's fairly petite. They look great on her. Let's go through the colors.
Okay.
I actually learned them, but then they wrote them on the hanger side. That was like 20 minutes of studying for nothing. This is the Cinnamon Acid Wash. Super cool. Do you want to move past that one? There's the black.
And while we're at the black, I want to throw in the graphite so you can see the 2 side by side. So this is the black, this is the graphite, which is that deep gray, and it just looks like a black that's been washed 100 times. Really a cool, edgy color.
I love that. And these are all machine washable, speaking of washing. This is going to be your lightest kind of denim tone. It's the one we just saw on Jamie in the 1X. It is called the Acid Green. There really isn't that much green in it. It's more of like the acid gray. It is so cool.
They're really a fun color.
So cool with any t-shirt. If you want to go for your denim, more tried and true, you have 2 tones to work with here, the medium wash and your deep indigo. I'll show you the difference here. Both of them are fairly well saturated, but some people say you have to have a good pair of deep, deep blue denim.
I think so. They're a little dressier than the lighter colors.
Yep.
So absolutely.
I can't tell you, you know, every audition they go, you need to bring something that's dark, no tears, no whiskers, no nothing. This is it. And now here is your last tone, and this is the one that Tanya's wearing beautifully. It is what we are calling our white pepper. So all of these, again, extra small, small to 3X. And how do you recommend sizing this? Because normally sometimes when people see something that looks like denim, they go, how do I shop it like a legging?
Normally it's tricky, but with Hue it's not. Simply go true to size. Again, these are very cotton rich. It's 61% cotton, so they have the look, the feel of cotton, the fabric of our lives, right? But we threw in 7% spandex, so they breathe and they move with you. Normally in Hue, I'm about an extra small. In this particular brand, because of that 7% spandex, and the recovery on the fabric, it bounces back, it hugs your curves, it doesn't bag out. So go true to size on these. Again, they're 32 inches. Check them out on Jamie. She's a long-legged lady. If you have those long legs, guys, you finally have something that's long enough for you. If you're a little more petite like I am, I threw mine on with a platform sandal. In the fall and winter, you can wear these with your boots, right? In the spring and summer, you can wear them with your wedges. If you're like, I just like them with a flat sneaker, you can always give them a hem, because even though it's a baby boot cut, it's a tiny little baby boot that if you wanted to, you could hem. I chose to just put mine on with the platform, take them up a little bit, but they feel great. They look like a denim. In the back, you have working pockets. You actually have a dropped yoke, working belt loops, because I put mine on with a belt, so you can see they look like denim, right? They look like they have a fly and a button, but it's all faux in the front to keep everything nice and flat. But with that spandex, they stretch and they give your booty a little pop, and nothing is kind of flattened out where you don't want that.
I can't believe they have the full back yoke, and you can see here.
It's like
with
a
the
denim.
I couldn't believe you're getting, there are no jeans you can get home at HSN for under $10.
They're an exclusive.
This is unreal.
You can only find them here.
Yes, so this is under 10 to get home. Remember, they are easily $50 day in, day out. There are Hue leggings that go for $60, $70. So these ones are the top of the line when you have that full 7% spandex.
Where you need it,
Love the
everywhere.
cotton rich, breathable. You want breathable leggings. And then the front, no one will ever know that these were pull-on. No one will know that these were leggings. You cannot say jegging about these. These are true jeans. These are true denim that have all the benefits of the leggings.
Absolutely.
For under 10 to get home. Remember our colors here. If you want to go for something like what you're seeing Jamie wear, that light acid green wash, that one's in the 1X. Again, sizes small to 3X. The waist on the 3X would be a 44. The waist on the medium is around a 29. That's before the stretch, and the waist on a 1X is 36. So always there to make sure that they fit great.
Yeah.
Make
you
you
just
feel
simply
great.
pop them on, that's it, and you're done. You could do a tuck, you clean things out. They look like they're woven, but they're a knit, so they feel like your favorite leggings, but they look like your favorite jeans.
And it's one of the perfect cuts. Truly, a baby boot cut. It looks
Very
great
flattering.
with shoes, great for all ages. And if you do grab one and you go, I wish I had gone up a size or down a size, like I mentioned, we have our free exchanges here. No one does them better than we do. Every person agrees. I see it all the time online. The exchanges at HSN are spectacular. We'll pay that shipping to ship the item back that wasn't the exact right size or color. We'll pay the shipping to ship you the new size and color that you would like. We want to make sure you are as happy as we are. Thank you, Tanya, so much for being here. It was lovely seeing your face. I see it all the time on TV, in films and movies. She's such a superstar, but it's lovely to see her in person. Okay, one more item in this hour. It's moving fast and furious. Man, these are even better in person than they were in the photos. Okay, photos, TV, doesn't do them justice. Holy manoli. You know, one of these alone, if you go into any home store, these are $40, $50 a piece. You know how difficult it is to get stunning decor these days. The prices are going up and up. I want to pretend just for a moment that we were just, excuse me, there was our arm out there. Just this for our price at under 30, getting it home for under 10 would make sense based on the cost at retails these days. It is 3 flameless candles. I know they look like real flames. You can't do much better than the realistic flames that we have at the South Street Loft. But the ombre, they actually are wax. This is the one that is about 5 inches in diameter. Gorgeous ombre. It's like a yellow tone, and this one is called Sunlight. But here's the thing. You're also getting this one. You're also getting the 7 height and 5-inch diameter with the stunning ombre and your beautiful flameless wicks and your remote included. You are getting both home for $5 a piece on Flex. So that's Sunrise. I'll show you the other 3 colors quickly because I got too excited. This is the color that we are calling aqua green. This is what we are calling Clearwater. I think she'll be a clear favorite. She's just perfect. I actually have a big painting in my bedroom, those exact 2 colors. I'm buying that. And then here we go here on the Sunset Pink, made with real paraffin wax. We have Stephanie Rance here with us. These are the kind of things that go for 40 or 50 a piece these days?
Yes.
And now you're getting 2 for under 30 at that perfect size.
This is stellar. Oh my gosh.
We all need to have fabulous, beautiful statement candles in our home, and South Street Loft makes exceptionally beautiful, wonderful, different types of candles, but this is the very first time that we've ever offered a 3-wick oversized candle, and as a pack of 2 in 2 different heights with the remote. This is an incredible offer. This makes the most beautiful gift. There's so many things I love about them. Okay, so first of all, the coloration is fabulous. You're getting that beautiful ombre effect with the beautiful metallic gold down at the base on all of them. But then that top color kind of creates this different kind of gradation, right? So if you want it to match your decor perfectly, you can go that route. If you want it to be kind of contrasting, then pick a color that really stands out. But they really are beautiful. This one stands at 7 inches high. This one's at 5 inches high. Both of them are 5 inches wide. But the beautiful soft glow is so realistic. Think about how safe this is, right? We have these styled on a beautiful coffee table. Maybe add a few stacks of your favorite coffee table books or albums, a picture frame, and now you've created the most beautiful vignette, so effortless, right? You don't have to add anything to them either. They're beautiful just on their own, but they really do add the most beautiful ambiance around your home. And that's really what candles do, is they create such a lovely feeling and effect when you walk into a space. Maybe it's just a regular Monday evening and you're having dinner, or maybe you're actually having a bit of a celebration in your home, hosting a baby shower perhaps, and you're like, oh my gosh, all these details, so much to think about. What am I gonna do for my centerpieces? What am I gonna do? How do I create this little area kind of pretty? Add these candles, separate them if you want to, and voila, you look like a stellar designer, DIY decorator, event decorator, like you name it. You're gonna be using these for so many different events and reasons and purposes throughout your year and the years that you have them.
And there is no questioning, no needing to be the expert. I just put the 2 right here on this one little side table.
Easy.
And if you just want to see here from wherever camera you have what it means to have 2 perfectly dimensioned, this is what we call with the scale. First of all, anything scale that's oversized these days, they also oversize the price. But if you're looking for that perfect scale of dimension of the 5 and the 7, it creates that symmetry that our eyes naturally feel soothed by. Look at the lights as they come down. Now
It's
just imagine.
so romantic.
It's romantic.
You could put these next to, you know, your in your bathroom when you're taking a bath. How pretty, but they're safe. There's no smoke. There's also no scent to them, which I think is really important because a lot of us are becoming more aware of how dangerous artificial scents can be around our home and all the little, you know, things like that. So this is a really nice way to have that ambiance, but in a very safe way. And it is real wax, so it has that beautiful, authentic look to it.
Yes,
the beautiful texture, vertical texture around the perimeter is really interesting, very high quality. They each take a C battery, so you have to pop those in when you get them, but the remote control already comes with the battery. And it's a very simple remote. There's not zillions of buttons that you have to learn about. It's on, off, and then a 6-hour timer. So 6 hours on, 18 hours off. You can set it and forget it. The other thing I love about having a remote control is maybe I do want to put these up a little bit higher, or on a bookshelf, or in like a nook and cranny kind of area in your home if you have some built-ins. You don't have to keep climbing up on top of a stool to turn them on and off. You can just point and shoot, if you will, and it's really that easy. I love that they stand out in terms of their illumination, so you can actually use these as night lights if you wanted to.
Oh, what a great idea.
They really do give just the right amount of illumination when they're on a nightstand together, when they are on a side of the bed or on 2 sides of the bed. You can divide them if you want to. They look lovely in a bathroom. But again, another reason why it's lovely having, you know, these flameless kind of candles is because they're safe, right? So if you have kids and pets, you can now put these down on a low coffee table. You can now put them, you know, in different areas of your home where, if the dog wags his tail, it's not going to catch on fire, which is such a relief, right?
No one wants the fire started from the candle.
Yeah.
If you're looking at this and you say, oh yes, those are lovely, I just don't know where I'd place them, I would want to give you a couple inspiration ideas briefly. Imagine right by your front door, if you have any small plate, maybe you use it for rings, maybe it's just a pretty little piece of china, you have your small plate right here in the center, place your keys there. It is a gorgeous interior design moment now. You can have one of these in the center of your table or your coffee table, place them on top of that coffee table book. perfection. Maybe you have a gorgeous tray and when you display it, it just seems a little unfinished. Choose the color that most brings you joy because they're all spectacular. Place them there on the tray. The design has been done for you with the structure of the 5 and 7. Again, when you're looking at real paraffin wax, it makes a difference in the quality. The color you're seeing right now that Stephanie's holding, that is that the rose, the sunset pink. This one, it's called the aqua green. It really is more of like a baby blue. Gorgeous here on the sunlight and the yellow, but you know me, when I have a favorite, it's hard to hide it. This one is the clear water. I think she'll be very popular. The clear water is right behind me here on this table. All of them home for under $10. If you want to use a flex pay, get them home for under $10, place them somewhere in your home, and if you just think they are lovely, that's fantastic. If not, of course, you always have your 30-day returns here. But remember, if you do go to any department store, you're looking to price these, maybe you've turn them upside down and you go, holy manoli, it's $30 for one candle. This is for both. They're both oversized. The photos and screens do not do them justice. Putting them both there right in the center of your 2 sinks, if you're lucky enough to have a 2-sink vanity in the bathroom, there will be nothing that compares to this glow reflected off of the mirror in the bathroom. Your front entry, any side table, it's just beautiful. They'll always be in vogue. They'll always be in style, and they're the perfect centerpiece on a dining table.
That's so true because a lot of wax candles disappear, right? They actually dissolve, and you invest in them, but then they disappear. But these are going to last you years and years. And another thing I really like to do that's really simple is if you have a door wreath, you can actually take it down, put it on a flat surface like a coffee table or maybe a console table behind your couch, lay it down on a tray, and then you can put one or both of these inside of the wreath, and it is the easiest thing to do. So then you have beautiful foliage around the candles, you have the illumination, you have the beautiful color that would be coming up from the top of the wreath, and it just is so simple and easy. It's just the easiest way to be a little DIY designer yourself. But it's really about creating these lovely vignettes around our home that really elevate our home and make it special. We see that in magazines, we see that on Instagram and Pinterest, and we admire these homes and we think, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that. Or what is it about their home that is like just that little bit nicer, a little bit like special? And it's because they create little vignettes with beautiful candles like this, but these are exclusive to HSN, so no one has these ones yet. So your decor will stand out and look unique. These colors are going to add personality. Maybe the blue is your favorite color or the beautiful sunset is your favorite color. These are really going to add that something special to your home that you admire in those magazines, and it really only takes a few minutes. So again, it's illuminating and it's safe, and you're gonna find these very practical too. So if the power goes out, you're gonna have illumination in the bathroom or on that nightstand or wherever you end up placing them. I absolutely love them. They're beautiful and oversized, and I just think South Street Loft just hit it out of the park.
Thank you so much.